Hey everybody, it's Lloyd here with Just Got Played, and today we are going to do another game unboxing. This time it is for G.I. Joe, the deck building game. This is from Renegade Studios. It is a game by T.C. Petty III. It is for ages 13 and up, 1 to 4 players. It says it's going to take about 30 to 70 minutes to play. Now, this is the base game, and this was the special promo that came with it. If you got it, I believe, at a show, or I believe this was ordered for me on Black Friday. So this is the bonus box, and it has some stuff included. So let's go ahead and start with the main game. We'll just put this off to the side. So, opening up the main box, we can see nice cover art. You know, it's got UV spot on all the Joes and the Cobras. Looks really cool. Let's pop the top on this and see what we have inside. We have an ad for the Transformers deck building game and also for the G.I. Joe role-playing game. We have the instruction manual, rule book, whatever. Over here it goes over a brief intro of the story packs in there. We have Mission 1 and Mission 2. Mission 1 is the mass device. Mission 2 is Operation Total Control. So contents, we have 117 cards, a threat meter, and some markers, and a round token, Cobra cards, complication cards, bunch of dice, some mission cards, a hanger tile, expert mode cards, which I think are going to make it harder. Some player aid cards, and a reserve tile. So let's just go ahead and flip through. And what do we have? We have the basic setup of the game. We have the goal. Your team wins if you defeat the final story mission. So it goes over, you know, the Joe setup, the Cobra setup. Choose which story you want. You're going to construct the deck similar to, looks like kind of like Pandemic, where you're going to make some stacks and mix stuff in. All right. Goes over, you know, a practice game, how to play, player turn, start phase. We have the action phase, goes over the different card types. What else do we have? Goes over mission types. How wilds work, you know, dice distribution, success, failure. Goes over the symbols, what the symbols mean. This gives you a little example mission. Goes through an entire, you know, round, it looks like. What happens at the end of a mission. Goes over Cobra officers. How to recruit. Also goes over promoting your leader. Have end of round. And then end of act. And then you have some miscellaneous rules. Okay. And it's also got a little glossary and some quick reference reminders. And then it looks like we have some card clarifications here. It's got a little bit of changes for 2-player and solo. And then you've got achievement, which is always fun because it gives you something extra to do to try and get more out of the game. And then we just have on the back of the or the back of the book, just a little player sequence, kind of help you through the game. So let's see what we got here. We have the Cobra. So if you notice, they are slightly different. So it's side 1 and side 2. This is for 1 to 2, and this is for 3 to 4. So we have that. The reserve. This is nice thick cardboard. So that you kind of put this out to reserve cards. We have the little hanger, which is where you're going to put vehicles as you get them, and where you're going to use them for missions. Then we got a bunch of little tokens. Right. So there we go. We got all kinds of little tokens to punch out. Everything looks pretty good, pretty solid. Wouldn't expect much less from Renegade. We've got some dice in here. Let's take a look at the dice. So these are engraved, so it's not just painted on. But as you can see, green dice, plastic. They have a nice heft to them. They're not too light. They feel good to roll, right? So we have 8 of those. And let's go ahead and take a look at, looks like we just have a bunch of decks of cards. So we'll just start here with these big, almost tarot-sized cards. I think they're a little bit smaller than that. But these are all of the Cobra cards, I believe, and the mission cards. Let's see, we have Uncover the Double Agent, Protect the Satellite. So these are all story missions. Prevent the satellite launch, find the tracking device, decode Cobra secret transitions, rescue the scientist, scan for the secret location. So you see, we just have, that's really cool Destro art. So as we can see, we have a ton of missions, right? And then these are level 2 missions. And then we have some level 3 missions. Again, the art in this looks really cool. I don't know if it's unique or if it's from comic books. But these all look really cool. It's definitely not from the show. But I don't know where it is from. It might be all custom new artwork. Whatever the case, it does look really cool. There's Zartan. That's Snake Eyes and Zartan. So this is all really cool looking artwork. I really like it. So no duplicated artwork in there. Let's see what else we got. See if I can actually get these. I always struggle with these pull tab things for the cards, but oh, came right off. Amazing. So here we have some Cobra cards. Let's take a look at the back. So different backs. So these are all complication cards. These say Obey Cobra. So these are just going to be like your Cobra cards, it looks like. And then we have some G.I. Joe cards. Let's just go through these. So these are complications. So these, I guess, are going to come out and make things slightly harder. So these are going to kind of randomize your mission. So even if you get the same mission, you're going to get some variance on those. And maybe, Loki and the Time Authority will show up to get rid of you. So again, we have all kinds of cool artwork. My guess is this is probably this maybe came from the comic book. That's really cool. Destro art. So yeah, we just have all kinds of cool artwork here. This all looks really cool. Oh, that's a really good Cobra Commander card. So yeah, these are all the. Oh, I think now we're into the Cobra cards. So these are cards that are going to come out, and they're going to make the missions harder because you're going to have to fight these guys. There's your generic Cobra Troopers, right? And then we have, looks like these are your starter cards. So you get some comms cards and diffuse. So those look like some of your starter cards anyway. So let's go ahead and we'll just throw those in that well right there. We'll separate them out later. Let's see. Oh, I got it again. First try. So here we have some more starter cards, right? Let's toss those in with those. These are also starter cards, but these are blue. So these look like maybe they're giving you a different currency. So we got some more G.I. Joe starters. So based on the amount of these, I'm guessing you're going to get a bunch of these and then some of the other ones to go with them. So then we have some basic cards here. So service rifle, right? So that's just giving you some attack power, looks like. And now we're getting into the individual leader cards. So we have Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Duke, Lady J, Roadblock, Flint, and those are all of your leaders. So now we're getting into the just regular cards here. So we have Barbecue, Shipwreck and Polly, Ace, Muskrat, Low Light, Zap, Mainframe, Clutch, Ripcord, Jinx. Let's toss these aside for now, and we'll go ahead and grab this last deck of cards here. Let's see if I can get them. All right. So we've got a mix of stuff here. All right. So we have Lightfoot, Lift Ticket, Beachhead, Leatherneck, Airborne, Cutter, Deep Six, Torpedo, Tunnel Rat, Spirit and Freedom, Stalker, Rock and Roll, Wild Bill, Cover Girl, Hawk. All right, so those are all of the character cards. Let's go ahead and toss these in here somewhere, I guess. Next up, these look like transport cards, right? So these all look like they're going to be vehicles. And from what I gather, based on gameplay I've seen, is you need to take vehicles to get to missions, and these tell you how many people the mission can carry. So this one you can always keep. This is like your starter one, and it's always going to be there. And then these other ones you're going to recruit, and they're going to give you some bonuses. So we have the Vamp, Awe Striker, Ram, APC, the Tomahawk, Sky Striker XP14F, Skyhawk, the Killer Whale, and the Shark. All right, so those are all of our vehicle cards. Now over here we have, these are all utility cards, but these are all going in the deck. So these are going to be different things that you're going to build your deck with, right? So Inspiration, Disarm, All In, Reinforcements, Recovery Signal, Distraction. You called for backup. That's pretty cool artwork. Expert Training, Cover Fire, Knowing is half the battle. They had to work that in, right? Halo Jump. So there are a bunch of inspiration cards. So now we have some gear. So we have Gas Grenade, Proximity Mine, Hacking Gear, Smart Missile, Night Vision Binoculars, Rocket Launcher, Drone Strike, Tranquilizer Dart, Detonator, Scuba Gear, and a Sniper Rifle. And here we have the promoted cards. So these are your leaders when they get promoted. So we have a promoted Scarlet, we have a promoted Snake Eyes, a promoted Duke, promoted Lady J, a promoted Roblox. That's really cool. And a promoted Flint. I don't know where my leaders went. I think they're there, so we'll just toss them in. And then these are going to be your expert mode cards. So this says, want a story, mission enters play, plus Cobra. I think it's a Cobra battalion to put into play. End of round, you get a draw a Cobra card. End of round, you're going to discard 2 uncovered cards from the lineup. That's probably bad because you're going to run out of cards. Are they random? It is not random, so you can choose. This is shuffle a Cobra Trooper into your starting deck. That sounds bad. Cobra officers have +1 difficulty. Story missions have +1 difficulty. So these are going to make the game harder for whenever you're feeling like, hey, I need a bigger challenge. So I don't know. We'll just throw those in there for them. And then this is a player aid card. So it goes over your turn sequence, end of round, and then on the back, it goes over how missions work. So really cool stuff in here. All in all, that was pretty cool. Let's go ahead and toss this stuff all back into here. All right. Let's fill that little well with that stuff for now. Toss that in there. The Cobra guy can go there. This can go here. Toss that in there for now. And let's just push this off to the side. And we'll take a look at this bonus box number 1, which has some promo items that were difficult to come by. So let's go ahead and rip this open and see what we have inside this little bonus box. All right, so let's go ahead and dump this out. Okay, so starting first with the little cards, we have looks like a new set of leader cards, which I can't seem to open because I am a fool. All right, there we go. So this looks like a new set of leader cards. So Don Moreno leader card and her promoted card. Now, I don't know who Don Moreno is. I have to look into the back story of who this person is. I'm guessing it is a real person and not someone from G.I. Joe lore. It looks like they combined up, they mashed up some different characters here to make a new character. But this was a promo card. So there we go. We have the leader cards. We have an alternate round token, which I'm not sure what that actually does differently. Let's take a look at the main one. So it does look like it is the same. It is just fancier looking, and it is spot UV'd. Well, yeah, it is. It's got a UV coating on it. So that's the really only difference here, is that this looks a little nicer. So it's kind of a blinged upgrade. So let's go ahead and toss it in there. We'll go ahead and put Don Moreno in with that. And then this is kind of the big selling factor of this thing, is you have a 3-dimensional hanger that you are going to build to put your vehicles in. And we're back. So I've assembled the little hanger. And I believe the idea here is, let me just grab some vehicle cards. I believe the idea is that when you buy a vehicle, right, you put the vehicle in there and you have this kind of little 3D display of your cards. And you get this, let's see if I can turn it up. Nope. But I believe the idea is that, you know, you get the idea. You're going to have that sitting on the table, and you're going to have, you know, your cards are going to sit in the hanger, right? So, definitely not needed, but it is a cool little touch. And it'll add a little extra to the game, because, you know, normally you would just pile these up in front of here. And instead, you can just slide them in here. And it looks kind of cool, right? Because now you have a 3D hanger on the board. But that is the extra bits for the game. This was the promo box. The only downside, of course, is that it's not going to fit in the box the way the box was designed. So we'll need to disassemble it every time, which is not terrible, right? Like, it just pops together. But if you had any ideas of, yeah, it'll just go there. If you had any ideas of gluing it together so that it's permanent, you can go ahead and scratch those ideas, because that is not going to work. But that was the G.I. Joe deck building game from Renegade Studios, along with the bonus box thrown in on top. Okay. So let us know if you've played the game, how it plays. I'm eager to get to the table. I am a longtime G.I. Joe fan. In the 80s, right? Kids were either, it seemed like they kind of come down to three different groups. You had the G.I. Joe kids, you had the Star Wars kids, or you had the ones that liked both. And I was firmly on the G.I. Joe side because of how posable the figures were, right? So I liked all the cartoons, seen the movies. Yeah, that was it. Let us know what you think. Thanks.
We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a comment or hit the like button. It really does help us out. If you have suggestions for future videos, let us know in the comments as well, and then subscribe to see what we come up with next.